I tried my best to avoid spoilers related to this drama, as the drama is between Napstar and G, which essentially, well, those are streamers, yeah? And on top of that, I have to mention that I like both of these content creators. I like G, I like Nap. We are on the friendly terms. I am probably not going to side with anyone. More like I'm gonna see what is the entire topic about and gonna try to contribute to the discussion, because I assume I know what type of arguments we're gonna see in this video. And on top of that, I'm gonna tell you my story, or maybe even plenty of stories, from encounters that I had with people that were claiming something similar about me, as if I myself would be hating on poor people. Alright, let's start.
This host is amazing.
I see the subtitles are auto-generated. Interesting. Oh, chainsaw setup.
I shouldn't do chainsaw here, otherwise I can't go down. Yeah, Keem! Thanks for the gifted, man.
Alright. Here comes the chainsaw.
Okay, please host.
Okay, I can already see this lag. Look at this freaking mob. He doesn't care.
Don't want to
The mob just standing here menacingly and taking everything on his face. Oh, now the thingy died.
There
Insane.
you go.
Oh my god, what
be
is
dead
this
now.
net? I like how G purposely avoided killing the
Should
host.
explode at any moment.
Just wanted to kill the laggard, and that's it.
Bro, just die already, dude.
Oh my god, this net. Oh, this
Dude, where's
net.
my chainsaw hit? He's like taking the chainsaw hits like not even at the same time. He's like taking them like with fucking enter. There
Oh,
you go.
he died.
Finally. Jesus Christ. Dude.
Oh my god, fucking unreal.
Alright,
Yeah, like
Kevin,
the
it's your
host has
turn now.
normal net. I mean, it's a little bit of lag, but that's about it. Well, who could have thought it's going to end up like this?
Dude, we need poison damage on our chainsaw. Like, see, like I wouldn't be able to post that on YouTube. I'd get flamed for it.
Well, someone else posted it on YouTube, don't worry, G.
Like, I'd be called a fucking cheater. Like, who's cheating? Fucking the guy who literally is fucking lag switching? Fuck me, dude.
Lag switching in, I guess, quotation, yeah? Although, like, effect is essentially the same at the end
I'm
of the
doing
day.
every Elden Ring gamer a service here. I have the moral high ground, in my opinion.
Jesus, I really hope that people are not gonna be bringing it up, because obviously it's a fucking joke. Do we really think Kevin's doing their PV are lag switching? Oh no. Nap, no.
Do you really think the Kevins are lag switching? Of course not, but it's the same thing, so it doesn't even fucking matter. But actually, yes, because what's probably happening is like mom, dad, or sister is on Netflix, their internet is shit, it's taking all their bandwidth, and there's no more to play games, which is technically exactly the same thing as a lag switch, so... like, I will do it every single time without feeling just a bit of remorse.
A little bit of stretch
lag
definition, but
is-
lag switching, but hey.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, it's not like we're fucking punching them in the fucking face or something. Like, we're just fucking chainsawing them. That's it. You know, we're just killing them in the video game. That's it.
Honestly, I don't know if using this argument is a good idea, because people going fucking batshit crazy when they hear about chainsaw. So many times when I used a chainsaw, even between players that were doing exactly the same, and just we had all fun together among the community of tryhards, there was always someone in the comment section that was taking even like a small intention of using chainsaw as a criminal offense, which is hilarious, dude.
You're laggy at the video game? Okay, well, you get killed by a glitch in the video game. I think that's fair.
G hates poor people, confirmed. So true, bestie. Imagine using that $500 console with $60 game, having that PlayStation Plus that allows you to play in the multiplayer. On God, my dude. Poor people.
Well, that comment about hating the poor, dude, that probably deserves a ban, honestly.
Oh no, G, no, he was kidding.
Let's give a timeout.
Nap like went Damas mode and now G is going Damas mode. What the fuck is this?
You wish it would boot them offline? Yeah, normally, like, any good online implementation would boot people offline if their connection is that bad. It would just not let you play online.
Yeah, true. I mean, like,
That's
it should be the case,
if you don't have bad, like, if you don't have good internet, maybe you don't live in a place where there's good internet. It's your responsibility not to buy better internet, but it's your responsibility to just not play online. That's it.
I think like a lot of people have problem with this take, and you can approach it from like different sides, honestly. For example, I can bring my perspective. When I moved with my parents a long time ago, like to a new location, to the new place, I couldn't get good internet connection because the only provider that had possibility to give us internet, it was garbage. It was not even working correctly. So instead of having actual fiber connection or like some Ethernet connection, I was forced to operate on the mobile internet. And those were like years where, at least here in Poland, the mobile connection was just like appearing as an option in the offer of the providers. And it was internet that was switching between 2G and 3G technology. And when it was switching to 2G technology, I had ping to the servers nearby me in the amount of like 300 or more. It was unplayable. What happened is I couldn't really play any games. I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike back in the days and so on. And what I did is I essentially dropped playing fast-paced, relatively good internet requiring games, and when I was playing online games, I was playing rather slow-paced stuff, like some sort of turn-based games, essentially things that I could somewhat comfortably play with my internet connection. Or recently even, I was switching the internet provider, and for like period of almost 2 weeks, I had actually no internet that would be comfortable to play video games on. And for example, I wasn't playing Elden Ring at all, yeah? Because I knew that my internet would negatively affect me, and actually not even me, but rather negatively affect entire sessions. A lot of people have like huge problem with this argument because they have that feel that someone tells you to not do what you want to do, but it comes rather from the approach that some people legitimately don't have a problem to say, okay, my presence in the current state in that online sphere is just fucking detrimental to everyone else. Fair point. Maybe I'm gonna consider not playing games like Elden Ring online when my internet is shit. And then you're gonna have other people being like, oh, you cannot tell me what to do, you fucking bitch. I am going to do whatever I want. Stop limiting my freedom. What the fuck you think you are what? Like, you gonna be telling me what I'm supposed to do and what not? Like, you know, it's, you have people that mouthing over it, and you have people that just, well, gonna consider what you say.
If you don't have good internet, don't play online. You know, it's not like fucking video gaming is food. Like, you don't need it. You don't need to play games online.
I mean, this is kind of harshly a given, but it's actually true that gaming is a luxury. I think people that live in the first world countries have that, let's call it Overton window, like moved a little bit too far to the right, and they kind of thinking that luxury is something basic at this point, and that's not exactly true.
If you want to play games online, well, it's your responsibility that you have a good connection and you have everything you need to play online. It's that simple.
Honestly, you could say that it is also responsibility of the creators of the games to assure that people that do not meet certain requirements for the sake of to participate in the online sessions, they're supposed to be simply booted, if I'm being honest. So yeah, you could consider that it is your responsibility, but I would say that it's not only player that is at fault, because a lot of people don't have technical knowledge or like being simply ignorant about the fact that their internet is shit. Especially in Elden Ring, when you do not know how it looks like, when something is happening with your connection, what are the symptoms, let's call it like that. Someone might just play the game and think that, oh, everyone else is a laggard. Such a fucking shitters everywhere around. Ho ho ho. Yeah, it's some people might be just ignorant about it, and it's fair, because you as a player probably not supposed to have like technical knowledge about what causing and what are the symptoms of the shitnet. What's supposed to happen is From Software is supposed to code their game in the way for the sake of so you would get booted out of the sessions when your internet doesn't like meet certain criteria, yeah? Actually, Napstar wrote over here, I didn't realize because quality is shit. So if we want to play video games with our friends, we shouldn't be allowed because we can't afford better net. No, like you are technically allowed to do so, but you probably supposed to think about consequences of doing so. I mean, you might just ignore it, but well, just be aware that you are not only going to fuck up like potential session of someone that's going to invade, because that is like something that vast majority of people that co-oping are not going to bother about, not even going to think about it. But even your PvE session is going to be fucking dogshit. Hell, dude, let's actually go back quickly at the beginning over here. Do you see what's going on with this NPC, this mob over here? Look, like he's just standing fucking still. Like beforehand, like he's going to die in the he died now. Like he received like damage with the delay of like a 1 minute. Like that PvE session, co-op session is going to be garbage too because of your internet connection. It's not going to only affect the enjoyable experience of someone that is invading the world of your and the host of yours or the co-operator of yours. It's also going to affect your friend.
If you don't have a good connection, you should just not play online. It's really that simple. If you don't think I'm right to say that, I think you're honestly just stupid.
It's really depending per case. Yet again, you can play, for example, games that do not require good connection. It's in case of Souls games, since we are maintaining here P2P connection, it's kind of required to have at least stable connection. But most people are actually kind of ignorant about stuff. Like the amount of times I have seen some brain-dead comments on YouTube, on Reddit and so on, talking about people having, let's say, shit tons of upload and download because they pay for like a high standard connection in their eyes, yeah, without understanding that it has nothing to do with actually like a stability of the connection or like the way how like packets of yours travel through the world. So yeah, it's people are just super ignorant in the regard of that topic, thinking that like if you have like a 1 gigabits internet, then you're supposed to be always on the upper side in the discussion if your internet is good or not, which is ridiculous, yeah.
Then the concept that you're not like alone when you're playing online, you're playing with other people and you're responsible not just for yourself, but for the experience of other people around you. So it's your responsibility that you make it right. Like I said, you don't need to play online.
Actually, someone brought here the example of chess. Yep. If you have shit net, then you can always play games like chess. Chess are fucking amazing, dude.
The problem is matching with people that are not from your region. I mean, yes and no. Like, it can be, like, very minor. Like, for instance, if I play with people from Europe, this is not my region. Like, my connection against, like, Nash or, like, fucking LD or, like, you name it. Like, most people from Europe, I have actually, like, no issue. Oh, we're gonna get clipped by that. I have no issue, like, playing with them. Against people that are, like, from... I had a friend from Russia who actually had good connection with. Like, if you have a good connection, even distance will not trump that.
What G is talking here about is essentially routing. You might end up, for example, having very good routing to people that are far away from you. I am not really like super in-depth with this topic. There is a gamer from the chat. Gamer that is living in China, and we were playing against each other on PC, went down from 300 milliseconds to 200 milliseconds by just setting up their shit accordingly. For the sake of they said to optimize connection between us. Yet again, like most people just not gonna do that. They don't know how to do that. I myself don't really know how to do that. It's usually in the regular space of online connections, it is usually up to the to the good wish that you're routing to other people is going to be decent, especially in other regions.
Obviously, though, like, if you are from Australia, unfortunately, you are going to be latent for everyone else, for the rest of the world. That you can't do anything about. But, like, for the guy we saw earlier, I mean, that's not distance. Like, don't kid yourself. This isn't distance. This is just straight up, like, you know, sister, mother, whoever on Netflix or whatever. Internet cable is $10. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, come on, guys. Like, please, thank you, Marco. Like, for fuck's sake. Like, people be making all types of fucking excuses. Like, bro, you should be buying that $10 internet cable before you buy Elden Ring. Fucking scrubs, dude.
So thing about Ethernet cable like being cheap is actually an argument that it's not working in every case, because I have seen situations where someone has stuff set in home in the way that they would have to go through like a fucking 2 or 3 walls for the sake of to actually attach this Ethernet, yeah? You have like power line adapters, yeah? But honestly, it's a matter of kind of knowledge check, yeah? Like I, for example, know about like power line adapters, but someone else might not. They might believe that they have no fucking choice but to play on Wi-Fi in such case, which is kind of unfortunate. It's just matter of ignorance, yeah? Sometimes you just have situations like that, yeah?
Such losers, they come up with all these fucking wacky excuses. They don't want to take responsibility.
I would say that if someone doesn't want to take responsibility, it's usually true that vast majority of people do not want to take responsibility. But yeah, like, I would rather prefer to believe that people are just ignorant dumbasses, honestly, in vast majority of cases.
Like, exactly what Castle said. Like, it's just, like, people, like, legitimately, people who are saying, like, this is, like, making fun of poor people or, like, against poor people, or just, like, legitimately, you're fucking stupid, and the next person that says that is gonna get permabanned. And I'm not reversing it. Like, I'm tired of these fucking stupid, bad faith shit takes of people that don't even fucking understand what they're saying. Or if they are, they're doing it in bad faith to, like, tilt the argument, like, somewhere else.
This is actually such a funny thing in the internet discussions, because it's always going to these extremes, yeah? I remember that I once, on the live stream, said, in regards of Hogwarts Legacy, when, like, there was the entire internet argument, if people supposed to play the game or not, I basically said that I have very little knowledge about that entire argumentation of the author of Harry Potter being like a anti-transgender bullshittery and so on, yeah? And I basically admitted that I am ignorant in the topic and kind of don't know much, and I don't have stance on it. And dude, I swear to fucking God, it was insane to me that saying something like that caused people to legitimately DM me, telling me that I am basically transphobe. You have people just going extremes. I don't know if that's some sort of trolling, but like, this is actually a wild shit. In the internet, everyone must be an extremist. End of story. You just go full-blown this on their way. You cannot have like a middle stance, dude.
I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care, like, if you're in a fucking remote village. I mean, shit, if you're in a remote village somewhere, you're probably hella lucky, because that place is probably hella beautiful, if you ask me. And your rent is also likely cheaper, so... I mean, for fuck's sake, like, you're probably lucky to be there instead of being stuck in the city. The price to pay to live there is going to be poor connection, which is fine. You can live with a poor internet connection. Fucking everyone does.
Actually, I'm not sure how it is in other places in the world, but the fiber connection, especially in the recent years, became so popular that even in like a small fucking villages here in Poland, you just have like a great fiber connection, especially on the ways to the big cities and so on. Yeah, you can have actually the best of both worlds.
Like, it's really simple. All you have to do is just not play games online. Or if you want to play games online, well, you know, do what you gotta do. Like, get an internet package, that's good. That's it. Bro, we really got someone that says it's not possible to have an Ethernet cable next to your router. Jesus fucking... Dude, Castle, don't give this guy a timeout. Give this guy a fucking permaban. Like, I don't want to have people this stupid in my Twitch. Like, I want my Twitch to be a place where I can, like...
He's so tilted.
Fucking relax and enjoy
He's
myself.
getting so
I
upset.
don't have to deal with like, all these stupid people doing stupid comments and don't even understand what they're saying. It's just annoying. Like, it's annoying over the long term. Like, I don't care, like, one stream here or there, but it happens so often, like, legitimately, like, it's fucking annoying. It's like how you should show up to any sport match with the right equipment. I don't know if it's a exact comparison, but, like, anything you do that affects other people, it's just your own responsibility to, like, act in a manner that's, like, respectful to others. Like, let me give you an example. I do these YouTube videos, I shit talk a lot. I don't send them messages. I don't talk to them directly. I don't do anything. Like, if you are in my stream, you're here because you come to me, not because I come to you. Like, I don't point people down unless they do dumb shit. Like, if I go, like, you know, whatever. Like, if you are at the grocery store, you be respectful to the fucking people you do business with, whatever. Same thing, like, if you play an online game, you get the right equipment so that everyone has a decent experience. After that, you just play the game. It's really that simple. Like, same concept applies to everything.
Confirmed she never worked in grocery store. You think that people are respectful to each other in grocery store? Chainsaw retail workers now.
I love how, like, dumbasses act like their fucking life depends on their online video games. Like, it's, like, fucking, like, if you cut their fucking online video game consumption, like, you're, like, cutting their food supply or something.
I just want to point it out that the way how G is constructing his argument right here is, of course, mean, but he is fucking tilted to the oblivion, and you can hear it. It is very obvious. That being said, the argument actually stands. Yes, people that actually take something that is essentially a luxury as something that they do believe is their kind of their right to have it. It's kind of stupid indeed. Like, it is not your right to play online video games, yeah, or something like that. It's a luxury, and that's a big difference.
Shit is actually ridiculous.
I feel like the people who are saying your connection with others doesn't matter to them just don't register others online as equals. It's just a fuck you, I got mine mentality. Yeah, I mean, people are selfish very often in that regard. And this is actually the huge problem of this argument, like, and why people cannot get to, like, certain consensus together is because some people coming from that approach of very selfish one that says, hey, I basically deserve to do whatever I want and fuck you, you cannot tell me what to do and what's not. And others people coming from the approach that, hey, you're supposed to care about others. And also, like, don't get me wrong, it's not like you have, like, people in this category and another. Like, people migrate from one category to the another depending per point of view, as the point of view is absolutely depending on the point at which you are in. Still, the problem with getting to the consensus just comes from the fact that people fundamentally have different approaches to things.
But it's true, though. It is selfish because, like, you know, you're like, if it works for you, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about what, like, the others, like, see, just deal with my shit connection, really. I mean,
it doesn't really work well for them too. It's just, that's why I usually believe that people playing online games on absolutely fucking atrocious net come from the point of ignorance rather than anything. It's not like that, like, this net is not going to affect you.
And I'm not talking, like I said, I'm not talking about distance. You know, if you live in Australia, you can't do anything about that. Like, if you just live in Australia, it's like you just were born in a country that is just not going to match well with, like, pretty much anywhere on Earth, maybe except Japan.
Not only that, if you live in the Australia, you're literally fucking playing on the hardcore PvP server. Imagine you are entering the fucking home and you ending up with Huntsman spider infestation that only looks for an opportunity to murder you. I think Huntsman spider is actually not hunting people though. It doesn't matter. You get the concept. Extreme bullying.
Like, you're gonna have latency with everyone, but that's not what we're talking about here. The discussion stemmed from a guy that took damage, like, legitimately, like, 10 or 20 seconds after we hit him.
This is actually quite crazy. there is that entire argument that actually stemmed from exactly that, from the situation where someone in the online session had such a terribly flooded download bandwidth that they ended up receiving damage practically 30 seconds after the initial hit.
And more often than not, people that are that laggy, it's due to Wi-Fi. Because people play on Wi-Fi. I think he's still invincible.
I love how these subtitles are never fucking right about whatever G is saying. Uh-oh, no 123 poise. What the subtitle said here? What is prendiamo? Is that Italian? For disagreeing with you, perma-ban me, I wear it with pride, grow the fuck up, you literally get paid to mock children for trying to play a video game and not being network gurus. There is internet problems are far outside of buying a fucking Ethernet cord. It's pathetic. We get it, you hate E. What? E. What is E?
Honestly, like, this is starting to look more and more like a gank now.
You're ignorant if you think children whose parents can't afford
Thanks for the
better
$5,
internet
Nat.
shouldn't be allowed to play online.
Thanks for
Not everyone has
$5.
been as
Nap, you're
privileged as
fucking
you.
being a child right now,
I
though.
don't want to support a streamer that literally shits on poor children.
I mean, I'm just not gonna say anything. Like, this is just childish.
Like, the only thing that I'm going to say here that is a G is rather a person of huge faith into being loyal to his friends, and I'm pretty sure he considered Nap as a friend. So I wouldn't want to be in G's skin while receiving this type of message, because it just would suck. Honestly, I can imagine it fucking sucks like crazy. It's kind of like just BM, honestly. You don't have to bring this type of stuff on the live stream. Disappointed, honestly, yeah, I mean...
Holy shit, I didn't hear what Nap's message was. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, what a dumbass. That's so fucking insulting. What a little fucking bitch. What the fuck, dude? I cannot believe what I'm reading. Little fucking piece of shit. You wouldn't say that to my face, you little fuck.
G is so tilted. Holy shit. Oh, man. Well, we got through the entire video. My conclusion... insane nothing burger. I think like a lot of arguments that G brought in this video is kind of, let's call it, poorly presented. And it's kind of normal because, well, it is during the live stream. You kind of have to understand there is really no time for the sake of to just sit there and think about your argument so it would sound as good as you would want it to sound. That's just a case with the live streaming, especially when you are not focusing on the matter of the discussion, but rather just like playing in the background, doing your own invasions thingy. And then what you are saying is mostly background noise to the gameplay. And then you have to come up with so much of the decent arguments for the sake of discussion. Sometimes it might work, usually it honestly won't. That being said, even though arguments are not presented very, very well, they make absolutely sense. It's just very often either a matter of perspective or some things are just objectively true. What G said, even though, like, yet again, they might be poorly presented. The case of Napstar presenting his arguments about basically it's not being people's responsibility for the sake of to have like a good internet connection and so on. There is also argument for that, and some people definitely like can look at the topic presented at hand from the perspective of, okay, but my fun is the most important thing to me, and I do have fun playing this game in the way how I do. And you can technically argue left and right if it is okay to tell people to buy better internet or like get some better connection or not. You can argue if it is okay to shit at people for their connection. You cannot fucking argue though about someone hating on poor people, like the title of the video says, in the context of you shitting at someone's connection, usually just because you are tilted, because shit is fucking unplayable. This is stupid. No one here hates, especially G, no one here fucking hates on poor people. I told you at the beginning that I'm going to tell you a story, my story, when I had one of videos talking about chainsaw, and there was a guy that basically told me that I hate poor people. So I had situation where I like posted that video where I was just explaining my perspective on the chainsaw and when I use it. And I basically said in that video that if connection between me and other people is so fucking bad that I consider it unplayable, I probably am going to chainsaw. And there was person in the comment section that told me I am a fucking piece of shit. I have zero sympathy for people in the poor economical situation and so on. And I supposed to be ashamed of myself. And I actually went into an exchange in the comment section with that person, and I couldn't convince them, so I just gave up. That person seemed very stubborn about the idea I am piece of shit, so I just left it. And then someone in Discord started posting comments of some deranged dude that was sending like the comments under exposers videos, like, you know, these people that make like a videos basically ganking others and just shit talking them. And that was exactly the same guy. And this guy was asking shitters so they would expose me and gank me because I am bad guy and I deserve it. That's, ladies and gentlemen, your morality protectors that going to say that me or Jeenine are bad people. Like, this is actually like this very often, honestly. Like, it's people that typing this type of comments very often have their own bad intent behind it, and that's kind of fucking sad. I remember like I had that drama with Only Waifu. We were arguing also against Chainsaw in the public discussion, and his comment section was full of people that literally just like ganking others in the most shameless way, using glitches and so on, and people in this and in exactly these people that literally have ganking videos on their channel were calling me fucking dipshit for glitching. It is like that, honestly. It's very often this type of videos that you see here gather these fucking scumbags in the comment section that just look for the opportunity to collectively shit on someone that they don't like, even though they are kind of piece of shits themselves. It's basically projecting, honestly. This is what you call motivated reasoning. I guess you do. Alright, I think that's enough. That was incredibly stupid drama. I am impressed to some extent that it was even dumber than I anticipated it's going to be. If you managed to thrive through that entire dogshit session, then good job, gamer. I give you a pat. Well played. But holy fuck, it was stupid.